stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. I like crypto grind. Currency's flowing, having coins on my mind. My coin base the upper, watch the numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, known to the man. Acting on my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction here, cash raises ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
If you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course, we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
You gotta get this money on.
What up, y'all? What's good?
What's good?
What's good, everybody? Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all coming in. I'm just sharing the live out right now. So let's share the live. Let's repost the live. Let's hit that like button. Run the likes up. Let's run it up, y'all. We got some updates to go over. Some major updates with the DTCC. We got quite a few articles to go over. We got some Hedera news, Amazon, Robinhood, Red Dot Pay. We got a lot to go over. We got to talk about Theta price. Yeah, we got some stuff to go over. Solana. Oh, I ain't see that one, D. Solana prepares for post-quantum security. Yeah, we got some stuff to go over. So, yeah, let's run the likes up, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Please smash the like button. It is very important for the channel for y'all to hit that like button to help us out with engagement and all that good stuff. So please make sure y'all hit that like button. It helps us tremendously. We already shadow banned because we literally talking about the next big investment boom. And this opportunity ain't gonna come around for not for our lifetimes at least. So, they shadow banning us because of that. So they don't want to get there. They don't want to get the word out, not the folks who look like us. So they keep us under the radar. So we gotta, the more engagement, the better. The more y'all share, the better. You know what I'm saying? So let's spread the word. We ain't got nothing to prove no more. We got so much documentation and facts and just so much to show with banks and institutions now regarding this crypto and blockchain situation. So they definitely trying to hide us now because we, it's nothing. It's nothing y'all can do about it now, guys. It's nothing y'all can do. Information is there. So, but yeah, we got major news and updates to go over. So let's run the likes up over there on TikTok. Make sure y'all running the likes up. Repost the live. Make sure y'all hit that repost button. So yeah. We're gonna get started momentarily. I'm gonna give people a second to get in here. Give people another 15, 20 seconds because I want to get right into it.
Tapping the screen and reposting and sharing the live. I'm gonna repost the live as well. If y'all double tapping over there, just run it up.
Yeah, let me hit that repost button myself from the BlockNation page. Let's run them likes up, y'all. Let's run it up. Give y'all a second to get in here. Y'all tell your peoples we on. You know what I'm saying? Share the live out.
And, can you add it to your story too? Or no?
Yeah, I can add it to the story. I'll add it to BlockNation and I'll add it to mine on my page. Give me 1 second. What's up with it? What's good? Everybody come on in. Let's double tap the screen. Yeah, I can't repost it because it won't let me on my page because it's live. It won't let me. But I reposted it on the BlockNation page, and I put it on the story. So
okay.
On the story. So hold on. On the story. So Add the story. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
You know, and it's some other shit going on with TikTok too. I just found out. So yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Oh, you can't talk about it on
just on the creator side. They stifling a lot of creators. I'm gonna just say that.
Oh, okay.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it a little bit later.
I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked whatsoever.
The world, but it gives you it's a micro perspective on what's gonna be, the macro later on, fam. When it comes to
insane.
Nah, it is insane. It is insane. But we talked about it for a long time, so it's surprising, but it's not surprising at the same time. So
yep. Shout out to Divine Phoenix for the super chat. She said a microphone. For sure. Appreciate you for the super chat. What's good? See it in the building. See it in the motherfucking building. All right, y'all. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna share my screen. So yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button though. As y'all come in, hit the like button. On TikTok, keep running them likes up. Y'all already know. Let's try and get to 100K. Let's run them likes up. But yeah, y'all, we got some stuff to go over. So let me go ahead and get started here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off hot with this DTCC news. Yeah, this came out today. So this DTCC news. So the DTCC and digital asset partner to tokenize DTC custody U.S. Treasury securities on the Canton network. Yes. Man, yeah, we're gonna get into this right here. Because this is some bullish news. It's happening, y'all. So we here. So the DTCC is bringing U.S. Treasury securities on chain. I'm gonna say it again. The DTCC is bringing U.S. Treasury securities on chain with real institutional muscle behind it. So the DTCC, one of the most important financial infrastructure firms in the world, just announced a partnership with Digital Asset and the Canton Network to tokenize U.S. Treasury securities that it currently holds in custody. So this is a huge deal because these are not small retail assets. We're talking about the backbone of global finance. Backbone of global finance. So Treasury securities are the safest and most liquid financial instruments on earth. And now they're being prepared to exist on a blockchain with real legal protections and custody. Real legal actions in custody. So what is the DTCC doing? So the DTCC houses and processes trillions in U.S. Treasury securities and other major financial instruments every day. Y'all let me know if my mic too loud. Is my mic too loud, D?
Sounds straight to me.
It sound good? Okay. No, I was just saying. So yeah, okay. So now the DTCC plans to take a subset of these treasury holdings, mint them as tokens on the Canton network, a permission privacy-focused blockchain built for institutional markets. So start this work with a minimum valuable product in early 2026 and scale over time. So that's when they plan to do this. So they plan to start this in early 2026. So this is not hype. It's real infrastructure being rewritten for digital markets. So usually tokenization talk has been theoretical, like maybe someday we'll tokenize bonds, but this announcement means real U.S. Treasury securities will have on-chain digital counterparts. So these tokens will maintain the same legal rights and protections as their traditional forms. So they'll operate with institutional privacy and compliance baked in, not anonymous public chains. So Canton Network. So this is institutional blockchain adoption, not retail speculation. So the bigger significance here is this is another piece of the same puzzle we've been talking about. So, Visa using stablecoins to settle U.S. transactions. The FDIC proposing formal stablecoin laws. Citi saying identity will gatekeep blockchains. Marshall Islands running a national UBI on Stellar. Aave getting the SEC to close a long regulatory probe. And so now we can add to the list that treasuries, the world's deepest, safest market, are being architected for blockchain settlement. So yes, so this lowers the barriers for faster settlement, 24/7 tokenized liquidity, automated financial products, programmable finance infrastructure, all while preserving regulatory protections. So what this means for the future, so this isn't replacing stock exchanges or banks yet. Notice they said yet, but it prepares the plumbing for DeFi and TradeFi interoperability, tokenized collateral systems, instant settlement windows, fractional ownership of large assets, next generation lending, borrowing, and settlement protocols. So in other words, the railroad tracks for real world financial assets are being laid on blockchain infrastructure, and Wall Street is building them. So yeah, so when the backbone of global finance, U.S. Treasuries, gets tokenized on blockchain, the shift from paper rails to digital rails isn't hypothetical anymore. It's happening. It's happening.
Ooh.
We here, gang. We're here. We're here, gang.
and then you know that because I remember World Liberty Financial announced its intention to deploy USD1 stablecoin on the Canton network yesterday, right? And USD1 is fully reserved, one-to-one redeemable stablecoin backed by short-term U.S. government treasuries and cash equivalents, aiming to expand its use in institutional finance. So your boy that's about to talk later, fam. He in the mix with this. He in the mix with the Canton network, the same company that's in the mix with the owners of the stock market, the DTCC.
Gang, it's here. It's happening. It's happening.
Yep.
So yeah, I just want y'all to keep in mind how bullish this news is. The DTCC is essentially the backbone of U.S. financial markets, handling settlement and clearing for trillions of dollars of securities every day. For those that are not hip to the DTCC. So any involvement or experimentation with blockchain or crypto has massive implications. Okay, so please don't sleep on this news, because this is huge. This is huge. So very bullish for crypto. So yeah, and don't forget that Canton is blockchain infrastructure. Is a blockchain infrastructure project, and it's focused on interoperability and legal contracts. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Canton is a blockchain infrastructure project focused on interoperability and legal contracts. So cross-chain settlement, smart contracts for regulated assets. It's the backbone for DeFi and TradeFi integration. So Canton bridges the gap between decentralized finance and traditional capital markets. So Canton is secure. It's compliant infrastructure that makes institutional crypto adoption feasible and scalable. So yeah, this is big. So you're putting the DTCC and Canton together. So institutional capital starts moving on chain safely. It has legal and regulatory compliance that's already baked in, and then you have traditional settlement systems and crypto rails. And they start interoperating seamlessly. So this leads to massive adoption, tailwinds for crypto. So like XRP, USDC, tokenized stocks, and other digital assets. So yeah, this isn't no hype. This ain't no hype train. This is structural validation, okay? So this ain't no side thing anymore. This is the real thing. They moving on chain. This is what's happening.
And speaking of seamless, a week ago, their system got an upgrade on the 10th. And that with that upgrade, they want to improve speed and scalability. So there was a pilot program with cybersecurity firm Boltz, right? It was also launched to test quantum resistant software to future-proof over $6 trillion in tokenized assets from future quantum computing threats. $6 trillion in tokenized assets. So just to give you a peek of how much money is going to be moving over to these networks and just the blockchain in general, endless money. All the money. Rosario said it. All the money.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we're going over the news and updates. So we typically don't let people up over there on TikTok. And plus I'm on Restream, so that's why it's not letting you send a request, because we're just going over the news and stuff right now. So we're not having nobody up because we got to go over these articles. Appreciate it though. But if you're talking about the reverse carry trade, we've been talking about that. We've been talking about it too. So yeah. All right. So yeah. That's the big news to me today. I think that's the biggest news that came out this morning. But yeah, we got some more articles to go over, y'all. We got some more articles to go over. Like I said, go ahead and get comfortable. Yeah, I want to talk about Hedera real quick. Actually, no. Let me do one of yours real quick. So let's talk about that theta because I want to talk about that theta price because it hit 2020 lows. Because the CEO got accused of fraud.
Yeah. So theta price hit 2020 lows as the company and the CEO is accused of fraud. So the price is around 32 cents back to 2020 levels. The drawdown was about 98% from its all-time high, above $15. So the recent move was down 21% in the last 30 days, right? So this is the long-term weekly chart shows a classic post-bubble unwind, right? From the 2021 peak, weaker and weaker bounces. So basically what happened, two whistleblowers lawsuits in California by former senior Theta Labs execs. The plaintiffs were Jerry Kowal and Andrea Berry. And the defendants is, of course, Theta Labs and CEO Mitch Liu. So the core allegations is years of deceptive practices tied to Theta token sales, NFT activity, disclosures, and governance. And then the market manipulation, right? Announcements and promotional pushes allegedly timed structured to support token price. And then insiders allegedly reduced exposure during high volume periods, right, to sell into hype. And then retaliation against internal employees who raised concerns instead of reforms. These are allegations not proven yet, but the article notes that the price collapse and chart make them more credible to observers. Damn. And then on the marketing NFT side, the lawsuits heavily criticized Theta go-to strategy because they had celebrity marketing. They had Katy Perry used to spark speculative interest and liquidity rather than deep real-world adoption. See, we told you, don't be following these celebrities, fam. And Theta, has some legitimacy behind it for a little while too. NFT demand. Some NFT activity allegedly manufactured an appearance of demand via internal or coordinated actions. And then the Google relationship. What was allegedly a standard cloud services agreement was publicly presented as a strategic partnership and endorsement. So this framing, according to the complaints, misled investors and users about the depth of Google's involvement. So Google wasn't even really involved. They just provided cloud services, but they try to make it seem like they had a partnership with Google through a strategic partnership and endorsement. And Google was like, nah, we just provide you cloud services. So technically, Theta is in a multi-year downtrend, but fundamentally, legally, fresh whistleblower suits alleging fraud, manipulation, and misleading partnerships add a serious overhang to an already badly damaged chart. So it ain't looking good for Theta, fam. It ain't looking good for Theta as of right now because you got 20 lows.
Damn. Okay. All right. So be careful with that asset. Keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on what's going on with that for sure. Okay. So let's talk about Red Dot real quick. Red Dot Pay raises $107 million to drive stablecoin adoption, and they expand their card services. And so this is in Hong Kong. This is a fintech in Hong Kong. Okay. What's going on with that?
Yeah. So what did Red Dot Pay just do? They raised $107 million Series B. So they're Goodwater Capital and other investors like Pantera Capital, Blockchain Capital, Circle Ventures, and other backers. They got $200 million funding to date. So the Hong Kong-based fintech focused on stablecoin-powered financial services. So likely using cards, payments, and consumer-facing products that abstract away from crypto user experience. The CEO, Michael Gao, says that the goal is to help users manage money with confidence using stablecoins. And he emphasized product innovation, global expansion, compliance focus, and outstanding user experiences. So this is a scale-up capital round. So expanding geography, products, and card programs rather than pure, R&D. So the ecosystem signals that SBI Holdings and Startel Group, they announced plans for a yen-dominated stablecoin, and then Visa, they launched their stablecoin settlement in the United States using USDC and ARC blockchain, like we had talked about before. But stablecoins are becoming core financial plumbing, not just crypto trading chips, right? So, plus earlier, Tether led an $8 million fund round for Speed to push Lightning-based stablecoin payments. So Red Dot's raised to present a part of the wider institutional and fintech stablecoin build out is here. So for Red Dot Pay, now a well-funded compliance messaging stablecoin native fintech, the capital is likely going to go to scaling power programs, like I said, building stablecoin payment products and wallets, and expanding into new jurisdictions and partners. And then for the stablecoins are becoming more mainstream, of a settlement asset in both crypto and traditional fintech. And then with these card and payment products, users don't even see that the back end is stablecoins, right? So like we said before, if people don't know nothing about anything that we're saying, they're still going to be using these things in the background, right? So payments. This is just validating more payments right now. So
everything moving on chain.
Yep.
Bottom line is everything moving on chain. We're just showing you it happening in real time. Everything is moving on chain.
And to give you just a little bit more perspective of what we're dealing with, the stablecoin market year to date is around $310 billion. That's exceeding Coca-Cola's market cap of $304 billion. So, and we just getting started for real. We just getting started. So this is not going nowhere. Everything is, like you said, moving on chain, and just expect more companies and more partnerships and more companies to adopt these ways of doing business moving forward, and more companies to raise money for these business practices.
For sure. Absolutely. So we got this Ripple article. So Ripple's Asia venture looks to make XRP a yield-bearing asset. This is huge.
Okay.
This is huge.
Okay.
So Ripple's Asia venture is looking to make, I'm going to say it again, to make XRP a yield-bearing asset. I knew XRP was going to come in DeFi, and I knew it was going to be a tsunami when it came there. We just had to wait on it. So it's here now. So listen, exit strategy. If your exit strategy was to sell, you need to go back to the drawing board. You, your spouse, whoever, y'all need to go back to the whiteboard and just whatever you was gonna do, you need to erase all that shit. Erase it. Yeah, because selling is not an option at this point. We're gonna borrow against our assets. We're gonna earn yield against our assets. We're not doing all that selling and giving it back. That's what they want you to do. So Ripple's Asia venture is exploring making XRP a yield-bearing asset. So a major development just dropped. So the SBI Ripple Asia, a joint venture tied to Ripple and major financial players in Asia, signed a MOU with Doppler Finance to explore XRP-based yield products and tokenization on the XRP ledger. So this isn't about speculation. It's about turning XRP into something that produces income, not just trades as a commodity or medium of exchange. I'm gonna say that again. This isn't about speculation. It's about turning XRP into something that produces income. Not just trades as a commodity or medium of exchange. So here's what happened. So SBI Ripple Asia partnered with Doppler Finance, a project focused on institutional grade yield infrastructure on the XRP ledger. So they signed a memo basically to explore yield bearing XRP products and tokenizing real world assets. So SBI Digital Markets, regulated in Singapore, will act as institutional custodian, meaning compliant custody and asset protection is part of the plan. So this matters. Historically, this matters because historically XRP has been known primarily for fast settlement, cross-border payments, liquidity infrastructure, but it hasn't really had a native on-chain yield mechanism like those on some other chains. So this partnership aims to change that, especially for institutional clients. So yield-bearing assets attract longer-term holders and institutional capital because investors want returns beyond just price appreciation. This is huge. This is what we've been fucking waiting for. Literally.
Yeah.
So what product could look like? So if developed, XRP could earn yield through mechanisms such as regulated staking frameworks, tokenized real-world assets earning yield, institutional lending, or structured financial products. They're all built on top of the XRP ledger with compliant custody and oversight. So this shifts XRP from only a payments utility to also being a productive asset. So earning income instead of it just being held for speculation. So you start earning income on your XRP. So if you're in the DeFi, this is why I keep telling y'all, get in the DeFi Patreon. Cecil, I think about 2 or 3 days ago, posted in the DeFi Patreon. He posted some XRP, some ways to earn yield on your XRP. We're already doing it. He tested it. We're already doing it. Okay, so I can tell y'all, get in DeFi. If your assets are just sitting idle in a cold wallet, you know, some of it, I'm not saying all of it, but some of it could be earning you income. I don't care if it's $20, you know what I'm saying, a week. It could be earning you money though. That's more than what your bank gonna give you. Imagine earning $20, and I'm just going low just to be nice. But imagine earning $20 and you get a little penny or dividend from your bank every month. What you getting, 2 or 3 cents from them a month from the bank, but you could be getting $20 on your XRP a month. Yeah. I'm just saying, and I'm just lowballing it just to try and resonate with everybody. Like you're earning pennies, if a penny, with the bank, but you could be earning yield on your XRP and be earning 20, 30, 200, 1500, whatever. So everybody's wallet is different, but you could be earning income off of your assets. That is how you create generational wealth. That is how you create multiple streams of income. This is how you move smart. This is how you make money in your sleep. Mm-hmm. So you gotta get in DeFi. If you're in crypto, it's only right to get in DeFi. If you just in crypto and you just hold an asset, like you missing half the play here. The first half of the play was getting in crypto and figuring out that, I need to be invested in the infrastructure because that's the long game. Okay, once you figure that out, now you need to be getting in DeFi because those same assets can be earning you yield. It can be earning you income. So I'm gonna keep going. So this is a big signal. So this move reflects a broader trend. So crypto assets are moving beyond speculation. So institutions want regulated yield options. So Asia is a key battleground for compliant crypto innovation. And importantly, Ripple plus SBI plus regulated custodian and regulated infrastructure equals XRP utility, and that's real, and that equals real financial products. So the narrative isn't just will XRP go up, it's how XRP will be used in real financial systems. So Ripple's Asia venture isn't just talking about yield, it's building the institutional infrastructure needed to make XRP a productive income generating asset, not just a transfer token. It's time to get paid, y'all. It's time to get paid. It's time to get paid. You could be, your assets could be earning you income. And it's XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR. These assets can be earning you income. That's why the play here is never to sell. Not these assets. That's not what we're here for. You're not selling these. You're not selling these. These are going to change your life. You're going to borrow against them, and they're going to also be making you money. That's the plan. That's the play. That's the part that they don't want you to know. That's the part that they don't want us talking about. That's why we're so shadow banned. That's why people discover us so late, and people are going to discover us so late. Because we're sitting here telling you to play to get your ass out of the rat race, to get your ass out of the matrix, to get your ass out of that 9 to 5 you don't like. If you like your job, I ain't talking to you. But if you don't, I'm talking to you. Okay? But so that is what gets you out. That is what frees you. That's the play here. You know what I'm saying? So this was some big news. Shout out to Ripple's Ripple's Asia venture as well. So shout out to Ripple's Asia venture.
And fam, the jokers will look at this and be like, well, whatever. Okay, right? As soon as you start hearing more and more about this, and how to yield, yield against your asset, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna hear more about it. I'm
telling you, DeFi is gonna be a mainstream topic next year. DeFi is gonna be, I believe DeFi will get regulated at some point next year. If it don't happen in 26, it'll be early 27, kind of like the market structure. We thought we would get that this year, but looks like we'll get that next year. So either way, DeFi will be regulated at a point in time. All you're going to hear about next year is DeFi, AI agents, and tokenization. Those are going to be 3 big topics next year.
I think that depends on how much they want, these companies to run it up before they put something in place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So just get ready. Get ready. Right now, you should be getting your affairs in order. You should be learning DeFi. You should be, you know what I'm saying, making sure your stuff's on a cold wallet. You should be making sure you got your seed phrases and you know what I'm saying, that you prepared your spouse or whatever. That you need to be getting your affairs in order. That's what you need to be doing right now. Not worried about price. Not worried about people flooding on the internet. And if, oh my God, what's getting ready to happen? Is this a distraction? Blah, blah, blah. No, get your affairs in order. That's what you need to be worried about. Get your affairs in order. Make sure you're learning DeFi. Make sure you're learning how to be creative and with AI. Make sure you're learning about these AI agents and how to utilize them to the best of their ability so that you can be making as much income as possible and making your life and freeing up as much time for you so that you can have time and enjoy your life and also be making money and making sure you're straight. That's what you need to be worried about. Stop being fixated on price. We know price is going up. It is. It's going up. Don't know when. I don't know the time, nor the day, nor the hour. But it's going up. So we're not worried about that. We know that. We don't need any more. We have too much proof, and we've shown too much evidence to show y'all the infrastructure of these of this technology. The assets are going up. We know that. So let's not get fixated on that. Let's get fixated on getting our affairs in order. That's what we need to be worried about right now. That's the play.
Oh, that's 100.
That's the play here.
I ain't disagreeing with you there. Shout out to everybody that's over there on. If you're coming in on YouTube, make sure you liking the live, fam. We're giving y'all the game. This is the game, fam. We just showed you. Just told you, fam. Just like we told you years ago. You know, start familiarizing yourself with, you know, all these different terms that we're saying. Now you got to familiarize yourself with DeFi, fam. That's what
exactly. So now I want to show this this clip from Securitize real quick while we're kind of talking about that. This came out yesterday. I missed it. I don't know how I missed this. But we got Securitize introducing stocks on Securitize. So basically, tokenization has entered the chat over there on Securitize. So let me go ahead and play this clip right here from Securitize.
In a market full of digital imitations and synthetic wrappers, actual stock ownership is the ultimate goal. Why just track the price when you can own the company? Introducing stocks on Securitize. Real shares trading on chain for the first time ever. Stocks tokenized with Securitize maintain shareholder rights, including dividends, voting rights, and entitlements, plus the benefit of self-custody. This is a fully regulated environment. We use compliant infrastructure to ensure your ownership is recorded, recognized, and protected. No more waiting for at least 24 hours for your trades to settle. You'll be able to trade stocks with the speed and transparency of crypto. Already holding qualified stocks in your brokerage account? You can bring your existing portfolio on-chain through our direct registration system. Join the platform trusted by over 500,000 users worldwide in more than 50 countries. Stocks on Securitize. Coming soon.
Damn.
Tokenize the world. Tokenize the world. This is what y'all gonna see a lot of ads like this next year. Tokenize the world. I'm gonna leave that on the screen for a second. Tokenize the world.
That is crazy, man. That is crazy. People don't understand that this is about to be some life-changing shit that you're gonna be able to do. Right? Just damn. It's dope. That's dope.
That's the play here. So you got a chance because you early. Majority of the mass, I say 95% of the masses don't even know what's going on. The opportunity, and it's crazy because you don't even have to have a whole lot of money to get involved in this. If you live check to check, you can get involved in this. Like I be telling my broke ass cousins, and I'm not calling y'all broke. I'm talking about my family, because they just choose to be broke. My broke ass cousin, I told them $25 every 2 weeks when you get paid, gang. That's all you had to do, and I was telling them to do this 3 years ago. $25 a check. Whether you have put that on XRP, XLM, or split it up, whatever. But that's the crazy part about this whole opportunity is you did not have to have a shit ton of money to get involved. That wasn't even an excuse. I don't have enough money. That's not an excuse. It's not. Nobody wants to hear it. It's not an excuse. I sat here and watched motherfuckers scramble up $252 this past Saturday to get Gamma 11s. Y'all could get some assets. Y'all can. And I'm gonna keep bringing it up because that was irritating to see how y'all grinded to make sure y'all had that $250. To make sure y'all had the same people that be asking for $20, $30 every other month is the same people who scrambled up $250 to get some fucking Jordans. Not no food, not nothing for their kids, not making sure their kids straight, not fixing their kids' teeth with them raggedy ass teeth their kids got. I'm talking about y'all scrambled up $250 for some Gamma 11s. and ain't got an asset in sight. Now, if you got the Gamma 11s, I don't care. Especially if you got crypto, cool. Have at it. Get all the shoes you want. I do. I didn't get the Gammas. I didn't want them. I got too many black shoes. But I you know, if you got crypto, cool. But it's just crazy to me. You got Gamma 11s with no assets. All this shit is getting ready to happen. It's affordable. It's an opportunity for everybody. You could be changing your life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all complain too much not to be doing something about it. That's all I'm saying. Y'all complain way too much. Y'all complain too much about y'all job. Y'all complain too much about being broke. And no, y'all don't do shit about it. Nothing. Don't execute not one plan. Yo.
They fresh though. They fresh though.
Fuck that shit, gang. They gotta get out that mentality. Fresh as hell. Fresh as hell, but on the inside, mad as hell every day.
Yeah.
Every day. So, you know, get it together, gang. Get it together. You know what I'm saying? If it don't apply, let it fly. That's all. But yeah, I'm let's keep the train rolling. Let's keep the train rolling. So we got some Zebec news real quick. I'll go ahead and touch on that. Zebec. So Zebec is thrilled to partner with Facet. So to bring instant cross-border remittances across Southeast Asia and to integrate the ZBCN token into Facet. I think I'm saying that right. Facet's neo-banking ecosystem. So Facet is a fully on-chain and compliant neobank. It serves over 1 million users. It holds over 7 banking licenses. So through this partnership, Zebec will leverage Facet's robust infra for real-time infrastructure for real-time settlements and seamless on-chain financial operations. This is big. This is huge for Zebec. This is huge for Zebec. So yeah, they said together they are committed to expanding access to instant and interest-free financial services, empowering individuals and businesses globally. So I wanted to point that out because Zebec been working on the back end. You know, a lot of people doubt the asset or they don't believe in it or they think it's fluff. But they have a lot going on the back end to just be some bullshit or to be fluff. But, you know, to each his own. To each his own. But
I mean, to each his own, man. People been asking about Zebec lately. My family's been asking about Zebec, so I'm like, they must be in the
they must be popping up on y'all emails, you know, saying, yeah, you want to get paid every day or you want to wait 2 weeks? Do you want to get paid daily or do you want to get paid every 2 weeks?
They somewhere in the mix. They somewhere in the mix of regular people's grind. So hey, shout out to y'all that got into Zebec before it went up. But I think it's still under a penny, right? It's still under a penny.
Yeah, it's still under a penny. So very, very. That's what I'm saying. Assets like Zebec, you know what I'm saying? That it's like, but a lot of y'all want instant gratification, and the problem with that is you miss out on opportunities because time gonna pass by anyway. And like I emphasize all the time, either you finna work until you croak, or you're gonna be dependent upon the government. Meaning you're gonna be on UBI. You're gonna be on universal basic income. That's you're either gonna want to go on one or two ways. You're gonna work until you pass. Okay, something was going on. You're either gonna work until you pass away, or you're gonna be dependent on UBI. Either way, that's not a good way to live because you live in check to check with the job you got now. So either way, you're gonna be going check to check. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's your options. Or you can get into something like Zebec that's under a penny. You don't need a lot of money. You can put 25. How much is Zebec right now? 003? Is it 002 or 003?
Yeah.
Let me go to upload. It's mad cheap. And so even if you only got $25 to throw into the market, which you should have more because you had $250 for some Jordans. So if you got $250 for Jordans, I think you should have more than that to invest. But I'll be nice. If you got $25 for Zebec, that'll get you 9,000 tokens. $25. $25 will get you 9,000 tokens on Zebec right now. 9,000. The name of the game here is units. So if Zebec goes to $1, $25 gets you $9,400 tokens. Not 9,400 tokens. So if Zebec goes to $1 in a year or 2 or 3, and you just hold that 25, even if you just do $25, nigga, that's almost 10 bands from a $25 investment. What is y'all niggas doing? And this is payroll. This is payroll. If you go to Zebec's website, the people on their board is from ADP. Yeah. Slow. Most of y'all done had ADP do your payroll before at one of the jobs you worked at least one time in your life. Everybody know who the hell ADP is. Y'all be waiting on them W-2s. Yeah. Y'all know who ADP is. They working with them because they get ready to change the payroll. $25 gets you $9,400 tokens, and y'all niggas out here buying Gamma 11s. Retarded. Yeah. I'm sorry, shit. I said it again. Shit, TikTok gonna get me.
Nah, it's wild. It's wild. Like, at the end of the day, when you think about what you could be rotating your mental into, and what you could be, setting yourself up for the future as well. Priorities, fam. Priorities. So it's got different type of priorities. So shout out to my dude Mike. I see you, Mike. Shout out to Mike. He said Ash is on fire.
You feel me? Appreciate you, Mike. Shout out to Mike. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check out Mike. Get y'all kids in them coding schools if y'all out there in Florida. To go ahead and teach your kids how to code. So yeah, I just had to get that because that's actually one of the cheaper assets that we in right now that could get you a lot of assets if you don't have a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So again, you either gonna work till you croak. Y'all plan was to work till y'all croak anyway, or y'all was gonna get on UBI, or you can sit here and have a 3, 4, 5 year plan and get out of the rat race. It's up to you. A little small, you know what I'm saying? A little goes a long way in this crypto market, but I won't be able to say that soon. That narrative is going away. You know what I'm saying? A little will get you a lot, but that's gonna go away very, very soon. So good luck. So let's talk about Solana. So we got this Solana. I know you seen the Solana article. So Solana prepares for post-quantum security. So they have discussions of discussions of potential threat. What's going on with Solana and this post-quantum security stuff? What's up with that?
Yeah, fam. I wanted to break this down because they also mentioned, Michael Saylor and all this, because the quantum computers, they're concerned about these quantum computers that's coming later. So, and I think Solana, if you scroll down, Solana said something on Twitter about if you scroll down, they said quantum computers aren't here yet, but Solana Foundation is preparing for the possibility. To that end, we consulted with Project 11 to assess our quantum readiness. We're pleased to announce the first step, the deployment of the post-quantum signatures on the Solana testnet. So what does all this mean, though? What does all this mean? Let me break this down. So what Solana is doing, the Solana Foundation is actively testing post-quantum digital signatures on Solana's testnet. So this is part of a broader initiative with Project 11, which evaluated how quantum computer could impact Solana's infrastructure, including the validators, the wallets, the core cryptography, and then implemented a working post-quantum signature system on the testnet, right? And demonstrated that end-to-end quantum-resistant transactions are already feasible and scalable with the current tech. So Solana is joining Ethereum and Cardano, which is also exploring quantum-resistant schemes preemptively, right? I'm pretty sure Algorand and a couple of these blockchains that we've been talking about is already quantum-resistant, but that neither here nor there. So in September of 2025, Solana co-founder Anatoly Yankovenko warned that the progress in quantum computing could pose real risks to Bitcoin's current crypto primitives. And he put the probability of a problematic quantum scenario within 5 years at 50%, emphasizing the need for proactive mitigation. So the current testnet is framed as Solana is acting on these concerns early rather than waiting for, a day where that actually comes, which they entitled Q Day. And then the Bitcoin side of quantum debate is the piece contrasts Solana's proactive testing with more relaxed views from Bitcoin figures such as Michael Saylor, right, the CEO of Strategy. He reiterates his view that quantum won't break Bitcoin, but it will harden it. So it network upgrades, lost coins staying frozen, the net effect, security, and stuff like that. He said it will make Bitcoin stronger. So he said quantum computers going to make Bitcoin stronger than it's ever been. So these are not my opinions, fam. I'm just giving you the news, right? And then Adam Beck, who is a Hashcash creator from a proof of work influence, he said in November that Bitcoin likely faces no meeting from quantum risk for 20 to 40 years. And he notes that quantum post-quantum signatures already exist and could be added over time, and it'll allow Bitcoin to be quantum ready long before cryptography relevant quantum machines arrive. So we got opposing sides. You know what I'm saying? The Bitcoin guys are like, we're not worried about it. We're good. But Solana is like, fuck that shit. We getting ready right now because we do not want to be caught lacking out here. You know what I'm saying? We already got a blockchain that's already, 50-50. But, the institutions and these guys are messing with Solana. So, hey, They must be doing something right on their end, or they got the right. They in bed with the right partners, right?
I'm telling you, that's what it is. We just ain't seen everything they got yet. They holding it to themselves till they ready to tell everybody. Because they know where they getting all these partnerships with that shitty ass blockchain that we've experienced. And this is a fact. Yeah. But you know, shout out to Sol, because a lot of people made a lot of money with Sol. That's money. The chat said they made 25K with Solana. Shout out to Solana. I'm just saying, as far as the blockchain goes, I ain't talking about the investment. As far as that blockchain goes, I was like, how in the hell are they getting all these partnerships with that shitty ass blockchain? That shit is horrible. So yeah, no, they definitely working with some other companies, or some other blockchains, because there's no way they're getting, especially what did we talk about yesterday? Visa. They're doing something because they settling USDC on Solana with Visa. There's no way they got that with that shit with the blockchain that we've experienced. So I know they got some stuff going on in the background. We just haven't been privy to the information yet. So but yeah, shout out to Solana though.
Yeah, shout out to Solana. Then you know it's a whole lot of possibilities. You know, on the developer side, the infrastructure side, as far as post quantum wallets on Solana, whether to build or extend wallets, that support, these quantum, that offer quantum readiness checks for users, validator tooling, and, just, security and consulting, they getting ready. For Solana projects, where the keys are stored, the custody model, how painful would the key migration be, for these assessments and stuff like that. So, and they may want to provide a basic migration playbook, so they're working hard over there at the Solana Foundation to make sure they got some staying power, So I ain't mad at them. They hustling. They
hustling for sure. They hustling. They hustling. Nah, they definitely doing what they gotta do. Shout out to Sol, y'all. Shout out to Solana. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know the name of the game for me is unit. So if you can afford some Solana, definitely check it out. Definitely do your homework. We're not financial advisors, but definitely make sure you check out Solana if you haven't, if you're not familiar. But yeah, definitely do your homework on Solana. They're not to be played with at this point. What you say?
Somebody over here on TikTok said Sui gonna erase Solana. Give it time. Damn.
Sui's a gem, and even Robbie has been vocal about that. Sui's one of those assets that the world is not ready for that blockchain yet, because they got to get used to they got to get used to the basics first. But when the world is ready for Sui, it's going to take off for sure. So I definitely agree with that. Sui definitely going to take off. World just ain't ready for that tech yet, because that tech is very advanced. But the world will be ready for that tech in the next couple of years, though. What'd you say?
But the money is flowing to Solana, right? As of right now.
As of right now, yeah. But if you want to get in Sui, you know what I'm saying? I think Sui's mad cheap right now. I think Sui had dropped. Let me see what Sui is, because that would be, do your homework. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just letting y'all know Sui dipped, because Sui was at $5 at a point in time. It's $1.44 right now. So $1.44 right now. Sui is. So that's something to look into. Sui blockchain ain't nothing to play with. Your president even holds Sui. You got a lot of wealthy people hold Sui. They are holders of Sui. So definitely might want to do your homework on Sui though, for sure.
Damn, $1.44. Listen, when it's red, you know what I'm saying? Look at the opportunities, fam. Palms is itching. I'm looking at the price right now, like, damn, can it go a little bit lower? But I don't know. Might have to grab this. I'm looking at the $1.44. What'd you say?
For sure. Did you want to go over this Michael Saylor article, because it kind of is talking about the same thing you just talked about with this quantum, saying quantum. Okay, saying quantum will harden Bitcoin. Okay, cool. So let's talk about X real quick. So X claims the right to share your private AI chats with everyone under new rules, no opt out.
Your boy.
What's up with this game? Why is he trying to he's a weirdo. All I'm saying is, bro, even if you're looking at the most bizarre shit, it ain't none of my business. If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a little, that's not a little, that's a lot of invasive. That's very invasive. Very invasive. I don't agree with that whatsoever. That's a tad bit much. Because that ain't everybody's business. You feel me?
Well,
what are you talking about?
This is the thing about, terms of service or terms of agreement. We can
always
opt out and not use it, right? But
that's a fact. That's a fact.
We gotta be plugged in. You know what I'm saying? When you go, just before I get into this, when you go get your phone, right? When you go get your phone and you log into your iPhone or your Android and put your email in and stuff like that, you're giving them the license to be like, all right, you plugged in with us now, right? Because most people, they're not going to read over that contract when they're sitting there with the person that's giving them their phone. They just want to get their phone and get the hell up out of the store, right? And then after that, you get to start downloading all these apps. You know what I'm saying? So when you downloading all these apps, they all got terms of service in them. This is the risk. This is the risk. So when I see an article like this, I'm like, well, this is the trade-off. So what's changing on January 15th of 2026? So X is rolling out a new terms of service that explicitly treats AI interactions as content. You're responsible for content. Now expressively includes inputs, prompts, and outputs. They are taking your ideas. They are telling you they're taking your ideas and they're going to use it for themselves. Okay, this is why we be telling y'all, fam. Like, if you know some shit, start creating content, right? Because all they're doing is taking what you're putting into these systems and using it for their benefit, right? If you know a couple of things, but I know some of y'all, some of y'all ain't built for it, whatever. But I'm telling you, the more and more we go into this, you're gonna see the rewards for people that create just a little bit of content. How further it's gonna go. But so the info obtained or created through services. This means that your Grok AI prompts and replies are legally the same as your posts or DMs from X perspective. And then X tells the users to only enter what they're comfortable sharing. And then number two, this is a very broad. It's wild. It's wild. But at the same time, you said yes. You checked that box off. You got to put that in the back of your mind. So we could curse to the heavens. We could curse, all day, but it's kind of like we agreed to this. So number two, very broad license over your content, including AI chats. So users grant X with a worldwide royalty-free sub-licensable license to use, reproduce, process, adapt, modify, publish, transmit, display, and distribute for any purpose, including analyzing your data and training the machine learning AI models, right? So there's no additional compensation for that, fam. Access to X is deemed sufficient compensation enough. They're saying we giving you access to the platform. That's more than enough. So combined with, and we telling y'all this because we want you to know what you're getting yourself into. Combined with the new content definition, this means that X claims the right to reuse and analyze your AI prompts and outputs indefinitely with no opt-out and essentially no pay, fam. New explicit ban on jailbreaking or bypassing AI safeguards. So the misuse now includes attempts to bypass controls via jailbreaking and prompt engineering or injection. So this wasn't spelled out in the 2024 terms of service, but this gives X a contractual basis to act against users who try to defeat Grok safety systems. Come on, fam. The AI only knows what you know. Like, AI is only emulating what you guys know and mixing it up and putting probabilities in the mix of it for themselves. And then in the EU and the UK, harmful or unsafe content and online safety acts reference that X may need to act against legal content. So bullying, humiliation, eating disorders, self-harm methods, all of that. And then adds language on how UK users can challenge enforcement under the Online Safety Act 2023. And then for scraping, enforcement, and liability rules, it remains very regressive, right? So scraping X in any form or any purpose without consent is banned. Liquidating damages, they're talking about 15,000 per 1 million posts requested viewed in the 24-hour if it violates the terms of service. So they're going to fine you, fam. And then in 2026 draft clarifies that this also implies when a user induces or knowingly facilitates such violations. Telling you, fam. I'm telling you. So the venue and time limits in the United States, so disputes must be brought in Texas courts. The time limit is 1 year for federal claims, the 2 years for state claims. And these forum choice of law rules even apply if pending and future disputes, regardless of the conduct ordered. and it just gives some criticism because people are going to criticize this shit. But fam,
yeah, no, that's a fact.
On a nutshell, they're going to take your ideas and use it for their own gain.
Yeah, they're using it for the AI. So okay, whatever, Elon. Elon just wants all the data possible. Cool. Okay, got it.
But
so,
it's not just them.
Be careful.
It's not gonna be just them. It's gonna be everybody.
No, it's gonna be everybody. So y'all be careful what y'all putting in the AI. Pretty much. Be careful. Be mindful. Be mindful is what I'm saying. Be mindful. So
yeah, just be mindful.
All right. Okay. Yeah, for sure. All right.
Dr. Daniel, he said this is why I don't use AI. BlockNation Network on Chain TV needs to happen. Decentralized YouTube. Facts. I wouldn't say don't use the AI because you're gonna have to use AI regardless. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I get what he's saying. Yeah. For sure. But yeah, appreciate you with the super chat. Oh, he sent another one. I'm mad at Jack Dorsey for selling out to his PayPal bro, aka Twitter, has been trashed since 2014, 2015. So yeah, I'm 27. I'm native to these techs. Yeah, Jack Dorsey definitely, yeah. But it was an inevitable game. It was inevitable. It was gonna happen.
So much money on the table.
For sure. So we got this Robinhood article. So let's talk about Robinhood real quick because man, sports betting is just gonna take over. It's very unhealthy. It's very unhealthy. I had to take a step back because I mean the way they're bringing it now is just insane. But yes, Robinhood tackles prediction market expansion with NFL bets. So they have added NFL bets over there on Robinhood. So Robinhood is expanding into sports and prediction markets, and it's becoming a big financial play. So Robinhood is rolling out new NFL-focused event contracts, letting users predict outcomes for not just for games, but individual player performances and parlay-style combos. So these are part of its prediction markets hub, which has already been expanding steadily throughout 2025. So what's new? So Robinhood now offers event contracts tied to NFL player stats like touchdowns or yard totals, not just final scores. So the platform introduced preset combos similar to parlay bets, where multiple connected outcomes must all happen for the trade to pay out. So custom combos is letting users build trades with up to 10 outcomes are planned for early 20. Oh, they getting creative with it. Yep. Oh man, they getting creative with it. Okay. So yeah, so up to 10 outcomes. So that's planned for early 2026. So this is basically traditional sports betting features, but within a regulated prediction market structure overseen by the CFTC. So this matters because Robinhood is no longer just a stock or crypto trading app. It's becoming a prediction and event-based financial platform. So what used to be seen as gambling or odds is being positioned as a financial derivative where buyers and sellers set prices on outcomes. So critics say these tools feel like sports betting, and that's the point. So Robinhood is blurring the line between investing and wagering by using regulated event contracts rather than traditional sportsbook odds. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tell y'all what we've been doing for us people that was sports betting before it got this much traction. So once I got into crypto, I started getting into sports betting. I used to be really, really good. I made a lot of money. I've actually made a lot of money sports betting. I took a chunk of that money that I would make sports betting and I put it into my investments. But see, y'all gonna go buy Gamma 11s and shit. That's the part. So it's like you have no excuse because you could literally win a parlay on Robinhood and then just transfer them same funds that you just won into an investment and run the bag up. They literally setting y'all up, but a lot of people just so financially illiterate that they're not gonna do that. So, but they literally setting the play up, and Robinhood got a card and everything. So like, yeah, they pretty much want y'all to put all y'all money on these apps. That's where we're going. That's where we're going with all of this. So, so yeah, but just some industry context. So monthly volumes in prediction markets have exploded from under $100 million in early 2024 to over $13 billion today. So Robinhood's rivals, including Gemini and others, are entering this space under CFTC licenses, meaning more regulated competition. So the revenue potential is already huge, with analysts noting hundreds of millions generated annually from these markets. So this isn't some fringe feature. Prediction markets are becoming a legitimate new financial product category. So basically, they saw how much money these sports betting apps was getting, Vegas was getting, and they was like, oh no, we need a piece of that. Like, imagine how much places like Vegas and casinos make just from sports betting. Just from, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of money. So they like, nah, we need a piece of that. Y'all gonna have to start spreading the wealth. So yeah, they like, nah, we getting involved. So the bigger picture here is finance meets gamification. So prediction markets are merging traditional finance structures, real world events like sports, politics, economics, retail, financial engagement. Platforms like Robinhood are turning prediction outcomes into tradable contracts that can feel like bets but are regulated like derivatives. So this is a hybrid of Wall Street and betting culture designed to increase engagement and potentially revenue by letting users speculate on events beyond stocks and crypto. So yeah, Robinhood isn't just letting you trade stocks and crypto anymore. They're turning real world events like NFL games into financial outcomes you can trade, hedge, and combine under regulated markets. So that's a major shift in how retail engages with markets. Robinhood. Everybody already has Robinhood on their phone. They're gonna be successful. Even people that don't invest, that just got it up there because investing just became like a huge topic.
Yeah.
For that, again, shout out to EYL for that, because I know my people won't even into investing until EYL, went mainstream. So everybody got Robinhood on their phone. Everybody. Sorry, it's candy good.
I mean, it's just what it is. Like, would you say? Would you call it a sickness?
It is. Sports betting. So be careful with that, y'all, because you could get addicted to it. Like, I found myself like, oh my God, hold on, I gotta make that back. I just lost that game. I have to bet on this next one because I gotta make that back. Like, it becomes an addiction. That's why I kind of fell back from it. But crypto.com, yeah, crypto.com is doing it. I'm just trying to read some comments. Yeah, crypto.com has it. I think Uphold trying to go that route too. Huh?
Vegas is always going to win, fam. They are always going to win. So, I mean, you could definitely win. You could definitely win out here in these streets, but Vegas is always going to have the last laugh. Look at the NBA Finals, who they put in the finals last year. So
nobody could have predicted that shit.
Nobody.
NBA so shitty. It ain't even funny. But yeah, nobody could have predicted that game. Nobody could have predicted that. So okay, so Robinhood getting in on the sports betting action. I'm not surprised. Let's talk about Amazon real quick. So Amazon eyes a $10 billion investment in chip deal in OpenAI. Here we go. This would
They just throwing money around. They just like, here, 10 billion. That sounds about right.
They done made so much money. Amazon made so much money, bro. Amazon make money every second of the day. So, and they just getting better. And once Amazon implement them drones and they lay everybody off next year, because that's what they said they was doing. They laying off 600,000 workers by 2027. That's when they bringing the drones out. So that's when we're going to be able to order stuff. Instant gratification. I'm going to order something and it's going to come to my house in the next 15 to 30 minutes. That is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
That is beautiful.
Shout out to Kurt. He said Robinhood purchased Bitstamp, which created a
derivatives platform. Mm-hmm.
Guess what they're
going to use? And guess what they use to settle? What they going to use to settle, Kurt? Kurt in the motherfucking building. Kurt, let me know if you want to come up, if you got a minute, or you just was chiming in the chat. Just let me know. I would have to send you the restream. I'll text you. I can text you the restream link. That ain't no problem. But yeah, so Amazon, I'm gonna go over Amazon real quick. So Amazon might, I guess it's not a done deal yet. So Amazon might invest $10 billion into OpenAI, and it's about chips too. So big tech is making a massive structural shift. Amazon is in talks to invest roughly $10 billion in OpenAI, and part of this deal would involve OpenAI using Amazon's AI chips and AWS cloud infrastructure for its models. So this isn't finalized yet. It's early and fluid, but the discussions are serious, and this could reshape the AI landscape. So what's happening? So Amazon would inject capital into OpenAI, potentially valuing OpenAI north of $500 billion. So OpenAI would get access to Amazon's custom Trainium chips and AWS compute capacity. So this builds on an existing $38 billion cloud agreement between AWS and OpenAI. So the reported $10 billion figure could even grow as negotiations continue. So this deal, if completed, would change the power dynamics in the AI infrastructure race. So OpenAI would be less dependent on a single cloud partner. Microsoft currently holds a large stake in cloud rights, and instead of diversify and instead diversify compute providers. So Amazon gets deeper exposure to AI beyond just being a vendor. It becomes an investor and strategic partner. So using Trainium chips, Amazon's own silicon could challenge NVIDIA's dominance in AI hardware if OpenAI adopts them. So this moves the industry from just servicing AI to co-building and co-funding AI systems. So it's not just about money, it's infrastructure. So this isn't about throwing cash at a startup. It's about compute infrastructure, chip supply, and who controls the brains of AI. So we're talking about cloud capacity. So OpenAI needs massive servers to train and run models. Custom chips, so Trainium chips offer a different hardware path than NVIDIA. Potentially lowering costs and giving Amazon leverage. And then you have valuation and partnership structure. So this will put Amazon deeper into OpenAI's growth trajectory. So this is less investment for returns and more strategic codependency. So Amazon becomes both funder and provider. So this is a big industry signal as well. So this is part of a broader trend in technology. So companies just aren't selling products anymore. They're partnering to build and fund the next generation of compute infrastructure. So cloud providers want to be at the center of AI innovation and not just on the sidelines. And chips are now critical national and economic assets. So whoever controls them has influence over the AI future. So this is Wall Street meets Silicon Valley meets global tech strategy. So yeah. This is very strategic, very, very strategic.
Bam. So they already got a partnership, and they just expanded upon their partnership with more money. It's like, here, we need more money. Here we go. We got more billions of dollars for this expand. So OpenAI, it's crazy. It's crazy the amount of money OpenAI needs. You know what I'm saying, out here, where you got companies over in China that don't need a fraction of that to do the same thing. But,
right,
it's crazy. But
it's insane.
They trying to do everything they can to stay relevant. Because I'm telling you, Google Gemini is taking some of their market share right now, fam. Google Gemini, like every time I go on Google, they go right to the AI shit. And they're just like, bam, we got you. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see if there's gonna be a couple of winners in that too. But nah, this is big. Being that they have a leg up with Amazon and stuff like that, nah, that's big for them. That's big for them.
Man, yeah, it's about to change everything. 2026 is about to be crazy. 2026 and beyond about to be crazy. Yes. About to be crazy. Gang, stuff is changing. I told y'all the whole earth about to change. The whole planet.
Tokenize the world. Tokenize the world.
That's what they put on. Tokenize the world. That's what I keep telling y'all. The whole planet finna change, gangy. So get ready. Either you're gonna be positioned or you're not. So are you positioned for the era that's beginning, not the one that just ended? That's what you gotta ask yourself.
Mr. Mystery said, "How can we invest? How can we be invested
in crypto?" It's as simple as downloading an app. All you have to do is download an app. Literally. You could download Coinbase, you could download Uphold, you can download Robinhood. Literally, that's it. You're downloading an app, signing up, just like you sign up for a bank account.
Yep. KYC. Yep. Make sure you give them your info. They're gonna be all up in your mix. So if they ask you for your social or whatever, just know that they're gonna be all up in your mix. So
100. Kurt, I text you, Kurt. I sent you a text message if you want. I ain't know if you want to come up, so I just sent it to you because I know I'll be looking at the screen. I'll be missing comments sometimes. So we got some Hedera news. I know Kurt in here, so yeah, because I know Kurt like Hedera, but we got some Hedera news to go over too. Let me get into this Hedera news. So Hedera. So we got Hive Online migrate 75,000 plus African farmers to Hedera. That's a game changer for payment scaling. What Kurt say? You either invest or financially die. Oof. He ain't giving y'all no mercy. Either invest or financially die. Well, that's the truth. Hedera. So yeah, they chose Hedera. So they going off Hedera. So let's talk about it. So they migrated 75,000 plus African farmers to Hedera for scalable payment. So a real world blockchain adoption story just hit. So Hive Online, it's spelled HIVE for y'all can see it on the screen. Hive Online, so a digital platform helping smallholder farmers access financial services and economic opportunities. has moved. They have moved its entire system to the Hedera network to scale payments for more than 75,000 African farmers. So this isn't about price or speculation. It's about practical financial infrastructure that works for people in the real economy. So here's what happened. So Hive Online switched its platform from a previous blockchain to Hedera because of one very concrete problem. The previous network had inconsistent and expensive fees that made everyday payments inefficient for low-income users. By moving to Hedera, Hive Online now offers predictable, ultra-low transaction costs, faster settlement times, scalable payment infrastructure for tens of thousands of users. So this migration was done to ensure the platform actually works for 75,000 plus farmers whose livelihoods depend on it. So this is real financial inclusion. So this is a powerful example of blockchain solving actual economic friction. So farmers can receive, send, and manage money. Payments remain affordable even at scale. Digital transaction records help build former financial histories, and more farmers can plug into markets, savings, and credit systems. So it's not a theory anymore. It's financial infrastructure in daily use. So while Hedera was the choice, so Hedera offers advantages that matter in the real world. Predictable low transaction fees so users aren't priced out, fast and scalable processing, no long wait time. So enterprise-ready performance designed for actual business use. So for people earning a few dollars a day, predictability and low costs aren't optional, they're essential. So the bigger narrative is blockchain beyond speculation. So this is part of a broader shift, y'all. So institutions and corporations are integrating blockchain into payments. And regulators are crafting real asset and stablecoin rules. And universities and governments are experimenting with on-chain social programs. And now real people, farmers, workers, small businesses are using crypto networks daily. So this is how blockchain goes from talk to utility. So it's happening, y'all. Blockchain is no longer just for trading and speculations. So when you can migrate 75,000 farmers to a scalable, low-cost payment network, then that's proof that blockchain solves real financial problems in the real world. Hope y'all got y'all shit together. I keep telling y'all, y'all better get y'all affairs in order. And 2026 gonna whoop y'all ass if you don't.
Wow, fam.
2026 gonna whoop your ass if you ain't getting your affairs in order. Tell you that straight up.
Nah, I love it, man.
How much H bar? How much is H bar right now? Let's go ahead and do some math.
It's like 10 cents.
It's 10 cents. Okay, so y'all had $252. Y'all had $252 for some Jordan 11s. Hedera is 10 cents. Let's see. Let me see what.
Make sure y'all liking the live over there. Make sure y'all liking the live over there on YouTube. There's 160 something people in there. I see 124 likes, which is cool, but still some of y'all ain't liking the live. Make sure y'all liking the live, fam.
All right, so $252 would get you 2,236 Hedera tokens, H-bar tokens. So that 250 y'all be having for Jordans, if y'all just sacrifice one little measly pair of Jordans, like who cares? Go just buy them later when you got a whole bunch of money where it's not hurting you. $250, that would get you 2,200 H-bar tokens. 2,200 H-bar tokens. Now, I won't do any price predictions on H-bar. I don't know where it's going. I'm just saying, I don't think it'll be low. I don't think it'll be cheap. So you can take it or leave it. The name of the game is units.
Bro, African farmers.
75,000. But H-bar ain't no joke. We went over H-bar yesterday. We went to the website. We showed y'all the website. We showed y'all the governing council and all that. We don't even really got to get into it. We literally talked about it yesterday. So y'all see what's going on over there on Hedera. Take it or leave it. It's 10 cents. 10 cents. No excuses.
10 cents. Dime.
For sure.
Yeah, appreciate you for liking the live over there, fam. Appreciate you for moving from TikTok to YouTube to like the live.
For sure. Appreciate you. Somebody said sacrifice them J's. Y'all can't dress anyway. Y'all all be wearing the same outfit. Let me shut up. I'm sorry. I know I'm a little fashion connoisseur, low-key. All right. OpenSea. I know you guys some OpenSea news. They integrated gaming token power for NFT marketplace payments.
Yes. So OpenSea. Let's talk about that real quick, because OpenSea is the biggest NFT marketplace in the game. And they are talking about, give me one second. Yeah, so here's a breakdown of that. So OpenSea now accepts the Power token, POWER, Power token as a payment method across its marketplace. So Power is earned in game in the Power Protocol ecosystem, mainly from Fableborn, which is Pixion Games. So players can now earn Power by playing Fableborn and then spend it directly to buy NFTs on OpenSea without converting it to Ethereum or WETH or stablecoins first. Now, this is big. This is big because we already know how it is with Ethereum and the gas fees and stuff like that. So getting this Power token down, this is big. This is big, especially if you're getting into NFT space, right? So about the Power Protocol. So it's a shared gaming value layer. So multiple games and apps can plug into the same token mechanics. So there's a value earned in one game. There's value earned in one game, which is Fableborn, for example, and it can be used across other games and apps that integrate within that protocol. So OpenSea integration effectively turns Power into a cross-game, on-chain spending currency, not just in a closed in-game point system, right? So you'll be able to go into that game and be like, oh man, I got, I don't know, maybe $50, $100 in Power tokens. Maybe I should go see what's on the NFT market, what's popping over there, right? So OpenSea's broader context. In May of this year, just months ago, OpenSea launched the OS2, a rebuilt platform that acts as an aggregator for NFTs, meme coins, and tokens across 19 different blockchains. And then the regulatory overhang eased because back in February of 2025, the SEC closed its investigation on OpenSea without any charges. So they had an open investigation on them, but they like, y'all good. You know what I'm saying? It's too much money flowing there on OpenSea. And then the C token is coming in Q1 of 2026. Remember, we talked about the C token, SEA. It's the native OpenSea token, and then 50% of the revenue earmarked for C buybacks. And then the new fee infrastructure is 1% for NFT trades and 0.85% for token trades. Why this is important? Because this is real play to spin loop, not just a play to speculate, right? Most play to earn cycles in the last cycles where, you earn the token, immediately dump into USDT or Ethereum, and then the game token dies. But here you're earning that power by playing. You're earning that power token by playing. Then you're deploying it directly into another high liquidity venue, such as OpenSea, without touching fiat or major L1 assets. Gaming is going to be part of the marketplace. What you doing over there? What you doing?
For me?
That shit loud as hell.
Oh, my bad.
Over there shuffling papers. Nah. But what I was gonna say is like gaming is gonna be instrumental. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, it's gonna be instrumental in the education world, the healthcare sector, the everywhere, just everywhere. Everything is going to become more gamified. So this is not surprising me at all. Maybe Power is something that you want to look into for the foreseeable future. This is going to strengthen the gaming NFT infrastructure in the long term. Because imagine when GTA 6 drops next year and how many NFTs is going to be incorporated within that game alone. So maybe they're going to have something to do with that. We will see. We will see. So, this is a big though. This is big.
Okay. So we got to talk about BlackRock and Ripple or XRP, whatever, for a second. Then I got something else.
I'm here for it. I'm sitting back and relaxing for this one. I want to know.
Yeah, I got something else after that. I got a clip, boy. Here you go. Woo! That digital ID situation, boy. Y'all better stop sleeping on this digital ID situation about to bust this shit wide open. That's all I'm about to say. But hold on, let me talk about BlackRock in there real quick. Hold on, because I wanted to share this because I know sometimes critically thinking isn't everybody's strong suit. So because sometimes y'all were just waiting for the announcement to come out from like BlackRock or Ripple to say, hey guys, we're working together, when nigga it's every clue in the motherfucking book to show y'all that they're working together. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it right here. So the hidden pipeline between BlackRock and Ripple is now very, very visible. It's very, very obvious. So BlackRock's build goes multi-chain via wormhole. Let's go down a little bit. Here we go. BlackRock, powered by Securitize, and they're also using wormhole.
Okay.
Clearly, they crossing paths.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but some people in the space have a hard time. No, they're not working together. They never said BlackRock never said they're working with Ripple. Ripple never said they're working with BlackRock. It's not true. That's FUD. That's fake news. Okay. Well, they both working with wormhole. So I'm trying to see where y'all be going with y'all statements. But BlackRock's build goes multi-chain via wormhole. Ripple officially integrates wormhole into the XRP ledger. And then BlackRock's tokenization stack is powered by Securitize, a platform backed by Ripple. Kurt said, I mean, the head of digital assets was Robbie Mitchnick, who was at Ripple. I mean, so I don't know what more folks need to see, but okay, but then it says BlackRock's tokenization stack is powered by Securitize, which is a platform backed by Ripple. Okay. And then Ripple's ROUSD expands cross-chain using Wormhole's NTT standard. So that's not speculation, that's infrastructure alignment. So this is how it actually works behind the scenes. So BlackRock tokenizes real-world assets. Wormhole handles institutional grade interoperability. Securitize manages compliant and issuance and custody. The XRPL becomes the settlement rail, and XRP becomes the liquidity layer. So no press release, thank you. No press release will ever say BlackRock uses XRP. You're not going to get that. So instead, they're wiring the plumbing so value, liquidity, and compliance flow through Ripple's rails by design. So this isn't a partnership headline. It's a capital markets architecture that's quietly locking into place. So when tokenized stocks, funds, and treasuries start moving at scale, the demand won't ask for permission. It will pull liquidity straight through the XRPL. So that's how supply shocks happen. That's how exchanges dry up. It's really people on X specifically that really don't think this XRP supply shock is happening. That is imminent. Mm-hmm. That it's gonna happen. But anyway, so that's how exchanges dry up, and that's how the biggest players move before retail even realizes the system is live. So they go on to say that this isn't hype. This is the back end of the next financial system snapping together, and Ripple is right in the middle of it. So here you go right here. Just so y'all can see the post straight from the Ripple account on X, ROUSD is expanding to layer 2s using Wormhole's NTT standard for native NTT standard for native secure transfers, and will become the first US-based trusted regulated stablecoin on Optimism base. And what is this? Ink on chain and Unichain. So this will enhance the utility for XRP and ROUSD by creating premier liquidity pairs with Wrap XRP, which is WXRP, across these chains. So the multi-chain future is accelerating. That's right from Ripple. Then you have here, I think that was that everything? Yeah, that was both. So just to show y'all both, so that's BlackRock. Come on now, y'all. Like, this isn't hard to see that they are working together. They love each other. They're best friends. So yeah, this is yeah. So, you know, if y'all need more of a breakdown, I can do that. But I feel like that tweet was a great breakdown.
Soon as Ripple and Securitize joined forces, that told me everything I needed to know.
Right. Exactly. Gabrielle said it's called willful ignorance. Shaking my head. It is. That's facts. Let me see. Kurt said Robbie Mitchnick is head of digital assets at BlackRock. So they've been in bed together. Then he said BlackRock is the extension of the government that balances debt, and Ripple is creating the payment rails. There we go, Kurt. I was waiting for Kurt to chime in the chat. There we go. There we go. Just to kind of piece it together for those in the back, for the XRP haters in the back. There we go. So Ripple, BlackRock, y'all never gonna see the headline. It's not happening. It's not happening. Or maybe we will. And when we do see it, XRP will be 3, 4, 5 digits. By the time they be like, yeah, we work together, we're partners. Like, then we're gonna be like, duh. Anyway, I'm going back on my yacht. Right. You know what I'm saying? So So yeah, I just wanted to put that, to piece that together for y'all, just so, to keep y'all motivated, keep y'all inspired. Because things are happening on the back end. Just be patient. Just be patient. We're talking about, we building infrastructure here, guys. This ain't no overnight situation, okay? So just wanted to point that out to y'all. But I do got something else to show right here, because I keep telling y'all these digital IDs. Shout out to DeFi King for pointing that out to me a while back, me and Andy, a while back, about the digital IDs and how that's another catalyst to set up the play here for everything to happen. But shout out to Mr. Man over here on X. There we go. So he said, here we go. What we are looking at is system onboarding at birth. So there's the digital ID. So this confirms that the system is being designed for lifetime enclosure, not short-term stimulus. So he got a clip here from the Treasury Department. So it's about an hour long. I'm not gonna play that, but I'm gonna just play this clip here. Who is this? Scott Bassett. What's his name? Who this is right here? I forgot his name. Anyway, I'm gonna play the clip. Okay. Kurt said, "Baby, you will." All right, hold on. Let me start it over.
They will do so by providing students with a hands-on education in the power of compound growth. Treasury is wholly committed to promoting financial responsibility in the next generation through its Financial Literacy and Education Commission. Trump accounts embody the elegant alchemy of the golden age. They turn compound growth into American greatness, and they share that greatness evenly across every cohort of newborn citizens. There are 4 ways Trump accounts will be funded. First, through an initial $1,000 seed from the government. Second, through the donations of parents, friends, and employers. Third, through the generous donations of wealthy Americans and philanthropic organizations. And fourth, through donations from state governments. Let's start with the government seed. Thanks to President Trump, eligible children born between January 1, 2025 and December 31, 2028 will receive a $1,000 contribution from the Treasury Department that will immediately be invested in an index fund. To claim this investment, most families need merely check a box on Form 4547, the most aptly named tax document of all time. The compound growth from Treasury's initial seed funding alone stands to make young Americans wealthy. The S&P has grown at a rate of 10.5% each year on average since the 1950s. Assuming that growth rate continues, a single $1,000 deposit into a Trump account at birth will grow to over $600,000 by the age of retirement.
Wow.
Our president is putting the American dream within reach of every citizen, no matter the circumstances of birth. When young Americans turn 28, they can use their Trump accounts to keep saving for their retirement, or they can use them to purchase a home or further their education. 2 hallmarks of the American dream.
I wanted to share that with y'all. I thought that was interesting.
They will do so by providing students.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, man. I mean, I ain't got nothing to follow up that. That joke is said. We giving y'all the bread, fam. We giving y'all the bread.
That yield, boy.
Up to you what you want to do with it.
That yield. I'm telling you, when it's all said and done, gang, they're gonna show you better than they can tell you. I tell you that. And people gonna have to find out the hard way when they realize they missed it. When the stuff is not accessible, or you got to be accredited, or you got to get it through them, and it's just much higher and more expensive. Good luck.
Yeah.
Or somebody said, "Don't check it. He will own your kids more than they already do." Well, you know.
Gotta read the fine print. Just
like definitely.
Read the fine print.
Definitely got to read the fine print. Man, hey, It's here, y'all. So yeah, that was all the news we had, y'all. That was it. That was everything. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Again, like I tell y'all every day, make sure y'all join that Patreon if you want to join the BlockNation community. Make sure y'all join that Patreon. It's $12 until New Year's. After New Year's, that $12 will be cut off, and that's for everybody. That's for everybody. $12. $12 a month. Again, get in DeFi. You know what I'm saying? Go get in the DeFi Patreon. That was also available. For newbies, we do got a class coming up. We do got that class coming up. Make sure y'all tap in with us on that. For newbies that just want to learn more about the new financial system, need that practical breakdown of how how money and payments are evolving to blockchain, just so y'all can get a better understanding so that y'all can hold on to your assets. That's the whole reason we're doing the class, because I think people don't have a firm understanding of what they actually holding. Y'all know it's big, y'all know it's gonna make you a lot of money, but do you understand why you need to be holding on to it and not giving it back? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do a whole breakdown for that in that class. So that class is gonna be the 21st. December 21st at 6 p.m. Eastern. So make sure y'all tap in. That'll be this weekend. So make sure y'all tap into that class. And then we also doing a raffle for those that want to participate. So we're doing a raffle, $25 raffle. So it'll be 5 winners. So each one's gonna receive lifetime access to our new community Patreon. Then you get 1 month free in our DeFi Patreon, and then you'll get free access to classes all 2026. So yeah. That's what we got going on right now. So tap in with us. That's in the link tree. The link tree's in the bios in the description. But yeah, make sure y'all tap in. But yeah, that's because I know people ask what products or what we got going on. So try and give y'all that rundown at the end of every live of what products and stuff we have, classes, and we got recordings, class recordings for those that want to buy recordings. We got all that. So hey, it's no excuses out here, gang. Either you're gonna invest in yourself or you're gonna let this opportunity pass you by and live with regret. And you don't want to live with regret. It's a very, very terrible feeling.
Nah. Shout out to Divine. Thank you for the super chat. Coin with the star.
Appreciate you. It's a picture. Yeah. It's an emoji. Yeah, it's an emoji. So yeah, appreciate y'all. BlockNation link up in 2026. Potentially, maybe. We gotta see how stuff is. I gotta play it safe. D gotta play it safe. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little weary. I'm a little weary, not with y'all, but with the public, and people are gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I gotta see what the world doing before I make a commitment, you know what I'm saying? Because that's dropping the low, you know what I'm saying? That's dropping the location of somewhere I'll be the day and the time, and I don't know where the world's gonna be at, so I don't want to make no promises at this moment in time, but that is the thought. That is the thought process.
When the dust settle, we're gonna let y'all know, but y'all be locked in with us, so
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, somebody said with XRP take off, tell people I don't have it. I'm telling people I sold all my crypto. Yeah, I sold my crypto. I sold all of it. I don't have it anymore. I sold it.
Hypothetically, I never had none. Hypothetically, I never even had none.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't got nothing.
Just send us an email, Big Pressure. Just email realblocknation@gmail.com, and we'll end your pay. Did you join a new Patreon, or you just want to end the payments? Just let me know. We'll just send it an email. Just email realblocknation@gmail.com. But other than that, y'all, that's it. We'll be back on this evening with some more news and updates. I know Coinbase has a meeting at 5 or 4. I don't know what time. What time is that Coinbase meeting? Coinbase got a meeting. I want to live stream it. I don't know what it's supposed to be about. Let me see what's going on with that, because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't look that much into it. God damn, what the hell? But yeah, I want to live stream it, but we'll see. I gotta see what's going on with Coinbase. And Trump has some speech going on tonight at 9. I think it might be similar to what he did in Miami earlier this year, where he just finna brag and boast about what he's done this year. Y'all know he can't give a speech for shit. I just want to see if he's going to say anything bullish regarding crypto. And other than that, I don't give a shit what he has to say. So, but yeah, y'all. So other than that, yeah, we'll see y'all this evening. If we end up coming on, just have your notifications turned on. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. And if we come back on with Coinbase, we'll be on if it's something important. But other than that, y'all, yeah, we'll see y'all this evening. Okay.